Hello there, everyone. The Andrada here, and welcome back to episode 3 of our All the Mods 9 to the Sky Let's Play series, where today we are working on getting into some initial power gen, some basic RF generation, and some machines and automations and stuff like that, so we can make things a little bit easier for the Andrada because I don't like doing things manually at all. So let's get started. Welcome back, friends, to another wonderful day here in the world of the Andrada, where today I think we're going to start working towards getting ourselves some sort of power gen going. Pulverizer, furnace, and all that stuff to start automating doubling of these ores that we're getting, since normally in a Skyblock, I generally don't care to double my ores, but since we are very manual right now with our sieves, I think that's the play, to make sure that we are at least, since we're manually doing it, to get as much out of it as we absolutely can. So I think we're going to work on getting ourselves a pulverizer set up, some sort of furnace, and start working towards power generation while continuing to complete these getting started quests. We're almost done. I think I just need to get the witch water going. So let's get started with all that. So if we go take a look inside of our base, you're going to see not really many changes. I added a hopper to this thing of lava, so that way we get extra buckets of lava, so we can have up to 4 buckets of lava at any one time in there. So I could scoop one of those up if I so desired. I removed one of our sieves, mainly because I didn't have enough iron at the time to upgrade. These are all iron meshes now, but I didn't have enough when I was doing that to do so. And to be honest, I kind of like having 8, because a stack is 64, which means it's divisible by 8. So when I am sieving, I have perfect breakdown of my stacks every single time, versus me having to, and honestly, because I have, the auto click and everything, it really doesn't make too much of a difference. But for the visual aspect of it and seeing the numbers go down, I like it going down in sets of 8. So upgrading to iron mesh did get us diamond. Just sieving up some stuff, getting ourselves some nice diamonds here, the first diamonds that we've got in this pack, and it's going good. I'm gonna keep sieving, as you saw from that clip. And so here is our resources as of now. Bunch of coal, some diamond, and some emeralds. Not terribly too much, but a decent amount of each. Definitely want emeralds. I know that wandering traders in this pack are absolutely insane, so they offer some really great trades. So we definitely want more emeralds. We need to sieve up some more gravel, of course. Didn't get anything done with clay there. We do have Grains of Infinity, by the way, which means Ender IO is in the pack. I'm interested to see what Ender IO changes or anything have happened with Ender IO, to see if anything, new or exciting has happened. Like, is it still cables and all of that good stuff and all of the good things? It's been a very long time since I have played with Ender IO. I mean, there's capacitors and stuff like that to speed up machines, looking for the machines themselves, and it just looks like we have a lot of blocks. But we have conduits, energy conduit, fluid, pressurized fluid, ender fluid, redstone item, and so we have all of the conduits available to us. I don't see all like the machines, like the smelter or the factory or whatever in the world it was called and everything. But hey, I'm glad to see some of the stuff in here. And it's probably, there may be the machines in here. I'm just not seeing it. But anyway, so we got Ender IO, unsmelted metals. We have quite a few. I smelted up a few things in between episodes just to get us a little bit of inventory of some stuff, and we do now have a decent amount of iron. I have some copper. My copper hammer broke again. I have just not yet repaired it. One thing I do think I would like to get this episode, if we can, is a backpack. I did go ahead and kill a few, culled the herd a bit from what I had out there. So we should have everything we need to get a backpack, I do believe. If we go here, we can get ourselves a chest. And then backpack. Cool. And then we can upgrade that backpack immediately to iron tier by surrounding it. Or we could go to copper tier. Let's do copper, because we know we have a lot more copper than we do iron. And then if we upgrade that to the next tier, it would only cost 4 iron. Okay, I can live with that. Now the backpack at this current tier, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 slots. If I upgrade it to iron, or 5 rows, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow, a whole new row. But if we go ahead and take that backpack and we want to upgrade it again, we can surround it with gold. We'll hold off. We don't have a whole ton of gold. But backpack's great. Stores all your items for you, and you have a backpack slot for your curios. By the way, I love this curio thing that pops all of your curios out to the side instead of having the scroll wheel. Because A, the scroll wheel is a pain, and B, now I can shift click into, well, except for the backpack, but you can shift click some of the the curios into their slots, and it'll automatically put them where they need to go, which is pretty great. But yeah, we got a backpack, hotkey of B by default, and you can store things that you don't need to have on your inventory at all times. Like I don't yeah, I don't need my iron wand unless I am actually doing the thing. Plus, it has memory, so when I take it out, I can always make sure when I shift click, it goes back in there. The ability bottle, I guess, can go into there too. And yeah, okay, I like it. Bada bing, bada boom. Since we are here with the backpack, what about a feeding upgrade? Is that within our realm? Carrot, apples, melons. Carrot, apple. The only thing I don't have is melon, but we have melon seeds, so melon is easily doable. Only place it should be able to go is right there. Give me an axe. Thank you. We're probably going to replace that farm with like mystical agriculture and stuff anyway. So that's melon seeds. So now we just need some gold. And what else was it? Let's look at the feeding upgrade. We need an ender pearl, so we're not going to be able to do all of it yet, but we can get it at least almost done. We have not had any endermen, and we don't have any ender pearls. So need you, and I'll need you. And we'll just shove this into our backpack until such a time that we are able to actually utilize it. Golden carrot. One more of you. Golden apple. And glycerin melon slice. So that's everything that we would need except for the ender pearl. So we need to find an enderman. Nothing's going to spawn in our base. Ender pearls, I'm going to assume we can get ender pearls from sieving, correct? Yes, sieving end stone. So we need to figure out how we're going to start working on getting end stone as well. I believe I have a way based on looking through the quests and everything for it. It's going to take a little bit of time and a little bit of manual sieving and all that stuff, but I think we can go ahead and go and work on that as well. Woods, let's get smelted metals done, melon seeds, cleaning up inventory as we go, and plants, good. I'm tired of the rain, but luckily it is nighttime. By the way, during rain, we can probably go out and go look. If you are looking to get water and you don't have any other way to do so, if you put a barrel out here, it will fill up with rain as long as it is in the rain. Mine's covered, I guess, so we're not going to get any rain in there. But if you put it out there, you can get rain. Okay, so let's start working on getting ourselves our power and everything, and then we can work on getting ourselves our end stone. So the first thing that we want to do, the quest book recommends for our first set of power is to go ahead and work on getting ourselves the coal generator from RF Tools. Stick it coal in it, gets power. Bada bing, bada boom. So we're going to need to get ourselves some materials for this. We're going to need iron. We're going to need blue dye and gold nuggets. So blue dye is pretty easily handled with our lapis. There we go. Decent amount. So now we have it. Then we are going to need some redstone, some sticks, and some coal. And that should be everything that we need. That's that. And that. And that. And bada bing, bada boom, we have easy early game power. Let's go ahead and we'll just clear out. I like this little area, but we're utilizing this space to do all of the things. Botanist workbench. Let's go ahead and shove all this stuff in the miscellaneous drawer section, cabinet, stool. Okay. So coal generator is going to get us our early game power. So we can go ahead and pop this down here. And all we got to do is put coal in it and it will start generating power, generating 60 RF per tick, 60 forge energy per tick, 60 power per tick, whatever it is that you want to call it nowadays, it's generating it, and it's generating 60 of them every single tick. Okay, so we have power coming out of this machine. Our next goal is to get ourselves our pulverizer and then our furnace. We're going to convert one of these furnaces over to a iron furnace. I decided to go the iron furnace route instead of like the traditional redstone furnace from thermal, because while the redstone furnace is upgradable, it hits a cap. Though it does look like we have additional coils and everything like that added into the pack, maybe that speed things up. But if we look at iron furnaces, our iron furnace, we can get all the way up to the rainbow tier, which is an absolutely ridiculous furnace. It's super duper fast. But then again, we also have the netherites and everything that is super fast as well, too. And we can end up using power instead of fuel inside of these with these augments, which I'm probably going to work on getting sooner than later. Where is the one that allows it to use power? Wireless heat receiver and then the wireless heat transmitter. Neither of you require ender pearls, right? Yeah, okay. Because with that, what we can do is make it wireless so that we don't have to put coal in there. We can just make it use wireless power or RF, okay, forge energy. And then we'll probably want to get, oh, you know what? If this uses this is a factory, uses power for heat instead of fuel, I probably don't need this and this. I just stick power into the machine. Okay. Anyway, that's the route that we're going. So we'd like to work on getting ourselves a pulverizer. So we're going to need all of our metals here. We're going to need some glass, I believe. We're also going to need some bricks. No, flint. Bricks is for the furnace. Flint we have a ton of. I've had to convert it down into blocks of flint because we've had so much flint. It's actually taking up all of the space in our inventory. I had to upgrade my barrels, mainly because flint was taking up so much. I decided, hey, I'll just use the copper, upgrade my barrels. Okay, so let's go ahead. We need 2 copper gears. There we go. The recipe was not wanting to load for the thermal version of it. There we go. 2 copper gears. We're going to need a redstone flux coil. Let's grab some of that redstone. Let's grab a machine frame, which is going to require a tin gear. And the glass that we have. And a piston. Which should be pretty easily handled, except for the fact that I have no cobblestone in my inventory and I need some wood. Okay. Piston. Pulverizer. All right, cool. We got a pulverizer. Now we need some sort of cabling. I'm going to assume pipes is in the pack. Yep, we can go ahead and use pipes. And we can grab ourselves some nice energy pipes. Just need some redstone. Wow, that's expensive, actually. Blocks of redstone is what is needed for these pipes. Jeez Louise. We get 16 of them, I guess, but man, that's a lot. And then a wrench. Okay. Is the morpho tool in here? No. Metamorphosis. Don't know what that plant does, but it looks cool. All right. So with our pulverizer going, we can go ahead and set this guy on up over here. Power, I guess we can route power to the underneaths of each of these. So let's go ahead and do that. Excuse me. This is the slowest axe in the world. Okay. So we can go ahead and run power underneath. Bam, bam, bam. And we can set this to an extract. So now power will come out of here and it will start filling up our pulverizer. Though I think the pulverizer got power sitting next to this. Does this output on all sides? Because I feel like that had power way faster than it should. Anyway, that's okay. Clean that up. And there we go. Now we have our pulverizer powered. The only other thing that we're going to need to do is get ourselves our furnace. So let's go ahead and take you. And we'll upgrade you to an iron furnace. Should be pretty simple. I believe we just have to surround it with iron. Yep. Iron furnace. Now we're going to want to go ahead and get ourselves that factory augment, which is going to require another piston. It's going to require some paper. Do I have sugarcane? I do. Do I have... sorry, wrong recipe. Do I have sugarcane planted is the question. That's what I need to find out. I'm going to assume no, because I don't have water anywhere. Let's go ahead and actually plant some of this sugarcane. I believe since Apotheosis is in the pack, we'll have the Uber sugar, that will just continue to grow absolutely forever. We can even put it here too, because there's water there. Okay, inventory is looking a little jank, but that's okay. We're going to need another piston. And then I'm going to need to grab some stone out of here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we can get our factory augment. Okay, cool. So we take our iron furnace, pop it down here. Now it should be getting power. As soon as I put in the augment that says that it needs power. The bottom is fuel input. Okay, you should get power. Use power for heat instead of fuel. Do you need power to be coming into the back of you? Are you sighted? Yep, power has to come into the back. That's kind of annoying. Because it makes my machine look all look all ugly now, and I had to run extra cables back there. But whatever, it is what it is. Iron furnace is good. Pulverizer is good. Okay, so we'll clear my inputs and outputs. All right. So what are we going to be doing with this, the Andrada? Like you got all this set up, you got us all hyped up for it, and then you're like, what am I supposed to do? Well, it's fairly simple. First thing we should do is convert these barrels over to sophisticated barrels, so that way we can upgrade them as needed. So we can do that. And you know what? We'll just do it with 3 of them. Yeah. And then the other 2 can just chill as normal barrels. But we don't need that many. We'll do 2 for now. Let's take a look at iron ore. If I were to crush iron ore, what comes out of it? That's induction smelter. Gravel comes out of it. 20% chance. Okay, so we can't actually do this. We need to have a buffer sit in between. So let's clear this. And because we have a chance of getting extra junky items that we don't necessarily, I mean, I'm not junk, like nickel is great or gravel is good for us, but it's stuff that we don't need in this process right now. We're going to go ahead and put a buffer barrel here, so that way we can pull from this and then not have to worry about losing extra stuff. And I'll take that extra barrel now too. Okay. So we're going to put a barrel here, and we're going to put a barrel here, and we're going to configure these. So let's grab some materials that need smelted, like all of this stuff. Okay, so if we take all of this stuff and we put all of these inside of the system, lead ore, gold ore, all of that, and we put it all inside of here, we can say, hey, Mr. Pulverizer, I need you to do some work, but you don't know how to do your work yet. We need to configure you. So we're going to say at the top, we are going to input. Blue is input. So you're going to pull items from that inventory above you. Turn on auto input, and it will start pulling the items. It's going to start crushing them up. And once it finishes, we're going to see materials show up right on over here. Bada bing, bada boom. Aluminum dust, already ready to go. 2 of them. So we're doubling our ore. And then in the case of our copper, we like 3x it or 6x it, because copper is ridiculous apparently. Anyway, so we have our dust over here, but it has nowhere to go right now. We need to get that dust to go into this barrel. So we're going to go over here. We're going to say output. Orange is output, auto output. Bada bing, bada boom, ends up over here in the spruce barrel. Now that aluminum dust needs to come from here, and it needs to go into our iron furnace. And the iron furnace, very similar UI. So we're going to say on the left, we're going to input, and you're going to auto input. So it should pull that on over. My factory augment needs to go back into this so that it can operate. And it's going to, oh, actually gravel smelts. What does gravel smelt up into? Slag? Do I need slag for anything? Or is this just going to be, I guess, concrete powder? Bricks from immersive if we need to get into immersive. I can utilize it to make dirt if I get compost. Florbs. All right, well, the gravel's going to smelt because there's no way to, I don't have item pipes or anything to filter this. So we're going to get slag into the system. That's okay. the colors got funky. Then we're going to say output everything to the top. So there we go. We'll end up with everything over here. I would like to look and see about getting a stack upgrade in this barrel. What is the cost of you? Not much. Stack upgrades, if you've never used them before, are absolutely fantastic. They allow slots to hold more inventory than what they are able to by default. We need some logs. Need more logs than that, so let's go ahead and grow some trees. BRB. All right, oak logs acquired. Let's go ahead and work on getting ourselves the stack upgrades. 2 of these. Now, can we upgrade these? Copper blocks? So the way that stack upgrades work is that it allows you to... What is this? Stack upgrade starter tier? Should I have gone that route? Oh, no, that's copper blocks. A lot of them. Anyway, what this does is it multiplies how many resources are able to go into the slots by 2. So now instead of 64, each slot can hold 128, and they're multiplicative. So if I were to put 2 in theirs, it would take that 128 and then multiply it by 2, which gets me 256. Notice I can't go ahead and put 2 in there because I need to upgrade this barrel, but I can go copper to iron barrel upgrade and do that, and then I'd be able to put 2 of these things in there, which allows it to each one to hold 256. We don't have that many for sure needing to go into there at the moment, but it gets us set up for future upgrading. We don't have to worry about where is inventory and stuff going to go. So we can do... Oh, actually, you weren't even copper yet. Let's do copper upgrade. Yeah. Basic to copper. Okay, well, I already did the iron, so I might as well just do basic to copper as well. And take it. Okay. So we'll go ahead and upgrade this to copper, and then we can go ahead and upgrade it to iron just so that it can hold as many as it can. And now each of these slots is going to be able to hold 256. And these are upgradable, as you see, if I get blocks of copper, which, I mean, technically I could do, but what that does is allows it to multiply by 3. Or iron, each slot is able to multiply by 4. And again, they are stackable. And you can go all the way up to netherite. And netherite is absolutely ridiculous. I think it, like, I don't even know. It's a lot of space that the stack upgrades are able to do inside of the netherite stack upgrade. There we go. 32 per slot. And then again, it's multiplicative. So you could, if you stack multiple of them in there, you get a lot of freaking space. Okay. It's a lot of space that you're able to get out of this. Out of coal. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and get myself a, do I have enough iron? I should. We're going to grab ourselves a hopper. And coal, because we get quite a bit of it from all of our sieving and everything. And we will set this up to auto feed into here, coal. So now we have power generating, power coming into here, giving us machines operating. Each one of these, that's using 20 RF. And I don't know exactly how much this is using, but we have a power gain, so it's less than the 60 RF that this thing is able to generate. So that's good. It's basic power setup, basic simple machine automation for processing our ores, and I no longer have to sit here and wait for everything. It's just going to auto do it. Yeah, the copper goes to... It's actually going over here so fast. Waiting to see how much copper we get. That was 16 to 23 is 7 copper. So we got the extra chance. Yeah, I think we get it by default. We get 6. And then it's additional chance of getting more by 50%. So, and we're getting gold and stuff potential out of it too. I like that this factory, we can do multiple smelts at a time too. So that's great. And I wonder if we, like, can we add another one in there to give it another slot? Like, I don't know. But those augments are pretty cool. What other augments are available to make this faster? We can get smoking. We can get generating speed. Halves the cook time, but uses up twice the amount. And efficiency heats up the furnace twice as much, but slows the process down. So speed might be something that we could put into there. But honestly, I mean, yes, we are actually backstuffed on this, but it'll run through eventually. Okay, so that takes care of a good chunk of these quests, and it basically, other than getting us the diamond generator, which I can do, we have the diamond, I just don't feel like it's absolutely necessary at the moment. That is full of 512 compressed cobbles, so I don't know if it's necessary to get to diamond at this moment. The only other thing that we need to really work on is getting ourselves witch water, so let's get that done this episode, so that way... well, it can just be processing. So the way this works is you just get a barrel. Underneath that barrel, you go ahead and you put mycelium. Now you've got mycelium underneath the barrel. You get yourself a nice little bucket. You fill it up with some water, and you get witch water. And then that witch water is used to convert things over to like the darker blocks and everything like that you have. So you can use that to convert over to, you can make, this doesn't show me the things that I can do. If I do a barrel oak, if I do it in the barrel, it should, there we go. So witch water plus lava, netherrack. Witch water plus lava the other way, blackstone. So you put the water in first and then the lava, you'll get netherrack. If you put the lava in first and the witch water, you'll get blackstone. And yeah, that's pretty much what witch water is used for. You're also using it for apparently applied energistics to get crystals. Yeah, same thing. You can get soul sand by putting witch water in sand. You'll get soul sand, which is great. And then, yeah, all the things. So yeah, I think that's about it for this episode. I think we did pretty good. We've gotten stuff going. Next episode, I'd really like to work on getting ourselves this end stone, crushed end stone, which just means I need to get end stone specifically, because this will allow us to get ender pearls, which helps open us up to a world of stuff that we're able to get. In order to get the ender pearls, there's a couple, or the end stone, the extractor is probably going to be the best way for me to do this. Now we can do a barrel mixing of lava and glowstone. If I do lava and glowstone though, well, let's just see what happens, because then I can work on this in between episodes. Let's grab glowstone. Let's grab one of our buckets of lava. Now you have a bunch of cobble, so you'll autofill. So, and I need a stone barrel, or I'm going to light that thing on fire. Stone barrel. Okay. So we have a stone barrel. We can pop that guy down out here. Lava and glowstone. Bada bing, bada boom. We got end stone. But notice the lava is gone and the glowstone is gone. In order to make it so that we can get this infinitely, we want to use this extractor from Skyblock, I've noticed. Requires some Kiwi, requires some item ports, some things that we have not gotten into yet. But the important thing that it's going to require is chorus plant. I'm sorry, that's for chorus fruit. It's going to require a purpur block of some sort. Endstone and purpur block. Well, how do we get purpur? I'm going to assume we are going to need to crush to get chorus fruit. We're going to have to crush endstone to get chorus fruit, and we're going to need at least 4 of them, but ideally we would get a flower. Now we are on the iron tier, so we have a 7% chance of getting a flower. But if we do that, we can get chorus fruit. But it's going to take a lot of endstone. So basically we're going to be here for a while, essentially, is what that means. Now I'd like to see, is there a way that we can produce lava automatically, maybe? There is an extractor for lava, and all it requires is dripstone and then lava in the area. Okay. I think we're going to work on that next episode too. Automate lava so that we don't have to continue to pump things into the machine, and then we can have it go into a, maybe, do we have early access to a mechanism tank, maybe? Yeah, we can easily get into a fluid tank to hold lava. Yeah, I think we got a plan for next episode. So anyway, that's it for today's episode, at least then. So if you enjoyed, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I do appreciate it. It really does help out the channel. Tips, tricks, suggestions, all that good stuff. Leave them in the comments. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.